Man, this song is low-key fire. Like, I really enjoy it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Inquisitor. This is episode number 10. Last time, we met the brothers Finkelstein. However, my Wi-Fi was literally, like, competing with a toaster to see which one was worse. Gave them a call. Hopefully, things are working better now. But I'm still a little leery regardless. But yeah. Anyways, we are going to continue. I know last episode was shorter than normal, but because my Wi-Fi was literally so bad, I had to take everything off it to be able to use it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Anyways, shouldn't be any like big changes with journal entries and stuff. I don't know if I already read this. Small-time ruffian. A kid dressed in rags appeared out of nowhere and snatched spirited and clever boy working as a thief. It is sad, as this path is unlikely to end well for him. The ruffian received ample comeuppance for his mischief. He did not look pleased, but who would be in his position? Something tells me he's not on his way to cry into his mother's sleeve. I should check where he's going, which turned out to be a fast travel point. Whoopsie. Okay, I already read non-tolls. Woman wearing a Venetian mask. Nope. Brother Lothar, here we go. A learned monk of an admirable age, hailing from a poor servant of God who follows the word of Christ triumphant. This is exactly where my thing crashed last time. The brothers Finkelstein, they're triplets, but it's likely each of them had a different father. It's hard to tell which one's the ugliest of the lot. They're armed, but are they dangerous? Apparently, prior to becoming merchants, they dabbled. The guard captain, no, I don't care. Whoopsie. Don't care about it. When it comes to antique expertise, the brothers Finkelstein are as thick as 3 short planks. Each of them had something different to say about the dagger. Unfortunately, none of it made sense. Might as well have tried to question friend. Nontal claims that the dagger would be of interest to the Countess. I wonder what the lady herself will say about it when we have an opportunity to converse. Okay, sorry for any background noise, by the way. And nothing else new. Anything new in the journal? Nope, not yet. Obviously, we did just start a new quest, with new friends. So, the fencing treatise spotted at the warehouse of the brothers Finkelstein gave me the idea to read up on ancient weapons in the, Bishop's library. No, Cardinal's library, not Bishop's. Me when I'm trying to remember church ranks and fail like an idiot. Okay, we already read that. So I thought that was pretty easy, but nope. Alright, I'm pretty sure I already lit up that chapel. Yeah, heading right back into the church. Okay, so even after you light up a chapel, it still stays up. That's good to know. So let's just head up the way we did before. I doubt there'll be anything too special. I think we're heading over, yeah, over to here, that's what I thought. So this over here is the library, but first let's pray at the little chapel here. Or altar.
For ruthlessness in fighting my enemies, I thank thee, Lord.
That's a new line. And we go right here.
Hello, Master Matadine. I am Brother Marrow, the librarian. I was told that you might stop by. What can I help you with?
Ask about the stairs, treatise on ancient weapons, ask if you go over their book collection.
Where do these stairs lead?
To the Cardinal's office and chambers. in which we keep priceless books and scrolls. Some of them written by the apostles themselves.
You keep such precious relics here. Why aren't they guarded?
Oh, but they are. We have 2 excellent guards. The first one is the lock on the doors to this library, as it was fashioned by a master of his craft. Those doors will not open without a special key. The second is His Eminence's hands.
Hands? Sounds mysterious.
Exactly as it is meant to sound, Master Madadine.
I'd like to take a look in there. I'm gonna be more deferential to gauge how bad it would be.
Could I take a look in there?
Of course, as long as the Cardinal agrees to it.
Okay, and then I want to cut to the chase.
I'm looking for a treatise on ancient weapons.
I'm sorry, Master, but you will find no such book here. We do not deal in matters of the military or arms. They are the domain of other orders.
Might I look over the book collection?
Of course.
New journal entry. Wonder what the journal entry is. Okay, so I can look through the books. Yeah, I figured that would be it. Koeningstein's coat of arms. In 1199, near the castle of Chalus, a hunt was held for a great lion that had escaped from the menagerie of Viscount Aymar of Limoges. From all the nearby castles came to attend. The emperor, who happened to be staying in the area at the time, also joined the hunt. Best trackers set off into the dense forest, following the predator's trail. Once they found the beast's lair, they drove it into the glade where the hunters laid in wait. They were overconfident. The sight of an angry roaring lion frightened the horses, which had never before encountered the king of beasts. Chaos erupted in the glade. Try as they might, the servants were not able to tame the panicked steeds. Only the emperor's stallion remained calm, thus became the lion's target. A court archer let loose an arrow, but the beast ducked under it as if someone had trained it, closed the distance on the poor man before he could draw his bow again, and killed him with one strike of its mighty paw, then charged towards the imperial steed. The brave horse tried to defend itself, kicking the beast with its hooves. However, it fell once the sharp claws tore open its throat. Viscount Aymar shivered, realizing that the emperor was undefended. The lion stood before the monarch with its fangs bared, getting ready to pounce. Seemed all was lost when a bolt fired from a crossbow struck the beast's bulk. The lion let out a pitiful howl and died. The one who managed to stay calm and save the emperor turned out to be a young crossbowman from Koeningstein named Peter. He was rewarded the same day when the emperor made him a knight. He also ordered the beast's image added to the coat of arms of the town from which he hailed, so that the memory of his deed would last forever. Quite understandable, I suppose. Young lad seeking to memorialize himself and immortalize himself. This is how the lion appeared in Koeningstein's coat of arms over the waves, symbolizing the river to which the town owed its prosperity. Wow, so that coin that the bandit was very old. Alright, I want to check. Okay, so those statues similar to those ones the rings were on. Alright, let's head over here first, because there's less books. Koeningstein's name. In 783, Charlemagne's retinue stopped at what is now the market square. Captivated by the beauty of the landscape, the monarch asked for the name of a small settlement he had noticed by the river, but no one was able to give him an answer. So, the king jumped off his horse, wishing to feast his eyes on the picturesque view, sat down on a stone jutting from the ground. Then his fool ran up to him, merrily shouting, "Lapis regis, lapis regis." Ruler applauded upon hearing these words, and the monk who had accompanied him immediately wrote them down on a map. This is how an unknown settlement got its start. Get the learned group here, it seems. The history of the widow's penny, or how the remains of Saint Terentius Rufus made their way to Koeningstein. In the year 1240, Mongols conquered Kiev, pillaging its homesteads as well as the cathedral from whence they took the earthly remains of Saint Terentius Rufus, a glorious tribune who, once Jesus had entered Rome, went to the pagan land of Kiev and Rus to spread the true faith. The residents looked with trepidation as the stone sepulchre was carried from the temple. They feared that the Mongols would defile the priceless relics, but no one dared to come to their defense. Only one poor widow was able to summon the courage. She stepped in front of the crowd, demanding that the invaders hand over the saint's ashes to her. The Mongol leader roared with laughter and said that he would sell her the sepulchre for its weight in silver. Thus the Persians brought huge scales and placed Terentius's stone coffin on one of them. Once that had been done, the poor widow placed all of her belongings, a single silver angel, on the other scale. A smile froze on the Mongol leader's face as the coin outweighed the sepulchre that had been sculpted from heavy marble. It was at that moment that he understood he was indeed dealing with a saint and ordered his soldiers to hand over the remains to the people of Kiev. They then decided to send the stone sepulchre to Koeningstein, having agreed that it was God's will. Indeed, the reverse of the miraculous silver angel bore the town's coat of arms. Interesting. It doesn't look like there's anything down here with reading, because this looks like a bookmaking area. Remember, all books at this time Countess's messenger. History of Saint Timarius's cards. On the day he took his vows, God gave Brother Timarius the gift of seeing death. However, the Lord did not reveal to him the purpose of this gift. Ooh, bit of a glitch there. Or some kind of lag. It's downstairs, and then suddenly popped upstairs. But yeah, hopefully that's not issue. Give me a second here.
A messenger from the Countess has a message for you, Master Madadine. He's waiting by the entrance.
How did he find me here?
'Tis a small town.
Okay, well, I didn't finish reading the book. That's fine. And though Brother Timarius prayed fervently to the Creator, he received no explanation as to the purpose of the gift. Not knowing what to do, the monk one day faced Death, who had come to Koeningstein for a dying old man, and said that he would not allow it to enter the town. Death laughed grimly upon hearing these words, for it had been weaving the threads of human life since the dawn of time, and knew that no one could stop the end when it came. But Timarius's naivete amused it greatly, so it offered to play cards with him for the old man's life. Said this, Death reached with its bony hand and took out the deck it always carried. Oh wait, I can just reopen the book. Wow, this is pretty long. The monk accepted the challenge, but lost. When he demanded a rematch, Death said that they would have many more opportunities, and so it was. Over the next 4 decades, they played countless games. Each time Timarius accepted the challenge, each time he tasted defeat. Then came the year 1350, and with it the specter of the Great Plague. Timarius was already an old man then, but he went out to meet Death when it appeared at the city gate. The Reaper was already waiting for him, holding in its hand the deck he knew so well. First it declared that it had come to take half the people of Koeningstein. Then it asked which game the monk wanted to play this time. Timarius froze. He was aware that the fate of thousands rested in his hands, but he felt helpless because he had never won against Death. He stared for a long time at the cards laid out on a barrel, desperately searching for a solution, until on one of them he saw the lion, which was already part of Koeningstein's coat of arms. He reached for it, moved by a sudden feeling. As soon as he touched it, he understood what he had to do. He quickly found the Fool card and the Death card and put aside the rest. "What kind of game is this?" asked the surprised Reaper. Timarius said that he would be the lion, and then explained the rules. The winner was to be the one who picked the card with his image on it. Then he turned all 3 cards face down and shuffled them very quickly, as his hands were very agile in spite of old age. Death smiled, and without hesitation placed its bony finger on one of them, convinced that it was pointing to the right card. But it turned out that it had chosen the Fool. "Your turn," it said angrily. It grabbed the cards and, imitating Timarius, laid them out on the barrel. However, thousands of years of beheading with the scythe had robbed its fingers of their strength, so the monk had no trouble pointing to the card with the lion on it. That is how the Great Plague spared Koeningstein. The defeated Death departed from under the town walls, leaving its deck on the barrel. Timarius took it with him and used it as needed, for these were no ordinary cards. Everyone for whom Death came had to choose one of them. Thus the Reaper would learn the truth about a person and send their soul where God willed it to go. Brother Timarius died in 1367. As he breathed his last breath, the monk standing at his bedside noticed the glow of the saint card he had drawn from Death's new deck. The news of this event reverberated throughout the empire. Hosts of believers started flocking to the tomb of Timarius. The Pope also made a pilgrimage and ordered that the monk's remains be transferred to a cathedral tomb that he funded. When this was done, he declared Timarius a saint. It was Timarius' will that the cards with him, which he defeated death, remain in Koeningstein. His wish was granted. To this day, the deck remains in the care of the town's resident cardinal. Okay, so finish that book, but there's still more to read. I'd be remiss not to read them all. This looks like an anatomy book. Okay. Book on human anatomy there. How about this book? Inquisitor's Insignia. Sign reserved only for Inquisitors. It is a combination of the two symbols on which their sacred work is founded, the glow of faith that emanates from the souls purified by them, and the depths of hell from which they retrieve them. Pharaoh Divencere Igni Absolvere. Subdued by sword, released by fire. Sentence inscribed on the insignia worn by Inquisitors, which is the abbreviated version of their maxim. Its complete version reads, Corpus Pharaoh Divincere Animam Igni Absolvere. Body subdued by sword, soul released by fire. These words reflect the stages of the inquisitorial investigation to which heretics are subjected. Undergoing exculpatory corporal torments, confessing their crimes, condemned or burned at the stake. In this way, their souls are released from the fetters of heresy. Okay. Doesn't look like there are any other books of interest. Alright, let's go talk with the messenger.
Hello, Master Inquisitor. The Countess has invited you to her palace.
When?
Immediately.
Tell her that I'll arrive shortly.
Leaving already, Master?
I shall return soon.
The doors of the library remain open to you. I won't close them until the second toll of the bells calling for Vespers.
Alright, thanks dude, appreciate it. Now we're off to the Countess's palace. Wonder where in Koeningstein it is. Off that away. Man, Mortimer's good at sprinting, I'll give him that. Dude's got legs. Also, does anyone else get the feeling that the girl that we gave the gave friend to, Mortimer's starting to groom her to be his eventual inquisitorial successor? I get the feeling that's what he's doing. The way he's looking out for her and stuff. And he mentions that she has more spunk than he had at her age. Really makes it seem like he's prepping.
Hey, Inquisitor! It's nice to see you again.
Hi, Scam. What brings you here?
Nothing. Wandering the town aimlessly. And you? Where are you off to?
You need to know everything, huh? I'm going to the Countess's palace.
There is a shortcut there.
Ooh, thanks. Can we pet friend? Oh, I can't pet friend. So that way, yep, leads to the Countess's palace. That does not look like a very friendly shortcut, though. Ooh, what's with the gold trimming? That's an interesting thing there. Amelia. Scamp is really taking care of friend to heart, or is it he that takes care of Amelia? What matters is that they stick together. It's likely not the last time I'll meet them. Yeah, absolutely not gonna be the last time we meet them. I think he's gonna try to recruit her into the Inquisition, Holy Inquisition. Though the visit to the library did expand my horizons, I failed to push the investigation in a new direction. I hope that my conversation with the Countess will bring something new to the case. It's time to go to her palace. However, we will be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one when we go to the to the Countess's palace. Till then.